Hi everyone. You've probably heard me allude to that image of a plane landing. So I saw that short video and it just reminded me of where we're at in the semester so far. Hard to believe we're beginning week 6 online. This is our last week of class together, and then exam week will follow. And so exciting to be at this point. It's been quite a journey. And I really feel confident that our landing is going to be smooth. I've been really thrilled with the learning that I've seen from you guys already, and I'm confident that you're ready to bring a culminating end to the semester with your implementation plan, which we'll be working on this week, along with reviewing the tech integration projects that you've worked on. So you'll find that the learning guide for this week is rather short. Let me see if I can drag it down here a second. Maybe not. Alright, so we're working with the same essential questions that we ended last week with. Basically, considering our use of educational technology and just the common tools that are used in schools today. And also, hopefully along the way, you've discovered which tools you're excited about. We've had the opportunity to try out a lot of new tools, so hopefully you've found a few that you've learned how to use in the process, and that's been part of this growing learning environment as well. So you can see our list on the learning guide is rather short this week. Okay, I have a reading, but I'm going to make it optional. The Vandyke reading is it was originally going to be assigned, but I think it's going to be better if we just, if you have time to read it, please do. It's an excellent chapter. I usually end the semester with this chapter, and then we do a project in class together, kind of to bring things, like synthesize the material of the semester. Since we're not together, I'm making that adjustment. I don't think that's wise. To try to do this project online. We've done enough collaborating, and I commend you for that. I know that that's probably one of the trickiest things to do in an online environment, and yet you guys have stepped up and taken the challenge. Like your projects, your co-teaching projects were so well done, and I just thank you for that. So we're going to have a chance this week to review those projects. You can see number 2 is asking you to look at some of your class members' projects, and I don't have them posted on your learning guide yet. Honestly, I'm still waiting for a few to come in. A few people did ask me for just the weekend to bring things together, which I granted. So I'm hoping on Monday sometime I'll get all of the projects listed here on the learning guide, and you guys can look at each other's work, and we'll go from there. Okay. Let's see if I can, I'm outside, which is wonderful, but now I can't see my little arrow to change my screen. Alright, so just come back in about 24 hours and check number 2 again. I'm going to have groups of 4 or 5 together, 4 or 5 students together, and also the links to your presentations after your names so that you can watch each other's presentations, and then be ready to come together on Friday. I'd like to have a synchronous meeting as a class, and this is the first time this whole online phase that I've tried to do something synchronously. I know it's tricky, but I think that it might be a good way to just bring some closure to our time together. I don't like the idea of us, leaving each other before spring break and never again being together. So I'm going to try this. We're going to do some breakout rooms on Friday, and you can see that for learning environments, I have 1 p.m. here listed on this learning guide that I'm showing you. This is for my 9 o'clock section. Your time is going to be 1 p.m. in the afternoon on Friday. For the 8 o'clock group, which you guys are watching the same video, your time is going to be at 10 p.m. So just kind of take note of that, and it will say the right time on your individual learning guides. So refer to that, and I hope to see the whole class together for that Zoom time, and we'll do breakout rooms where you can kind of talk about the presentations that you watched together, and you can give each other feedback and ask questions. I just really love the work that you guys have put into this, and so I would like to share those out so other people can see them and grow from them. So just be ready for that. That's just one of the things we're going to do this week. I'm keeping it fairly simple so that you can wrap up things and not feel overwhelmed. The other major item for this week is to work on your implementation plan, okay? This is this culminating summative piece for this whole course where you are showing that you understood the concepts and that you are able, or you plan to be able, to utilize what we've been learning about motivation, about teacher expectations, about collaboration, about teaching strategies in the classroom that utilize constructivism. Specifically, look at the syllabus for this implementation plan. It's on Canvas, and notice that there's a whole section on the rubric. Okay, look at the rubric carefully. There's a whole section that talks about educational technology. So you need to talk about that in your paper, this final paper, right? Because nowhere else in the course have I assessed whether or not you know how to use educational technology. So make sure you mention that, and it asks for some specific tools that you might use. So you've had a chance to kind of think through that a little bit in discussion boards that we've done and so forth. So make sure you have that piece in your paper, okay? Notice that it's asking you to cite your sources using APA formatting. So make sure you do that, because that's specifically in the rubric as well. So I guess what I'm asking you to do is read the instructions on Canvas carefully for this assignment, read the rubric very carefully, and make sure you contact me. Let's talk if you have questions. And again, that might be a great thing that we talk about on Friday. If you still have some questions that are percolating, you have a chance as a whole group. We can throw those out, or individually during office hours this week. Jump on and let me know if you have questions. Email me, whatever you need. Okay. One question that has come up in years past is it appropriate, even though this is an academic paper, is it appropriate to write this paper in first person, because this, in essence, is your implementation plan. This is kind of your dream of how you envision being able to use the stuff that we've learned in this course, Education 165. And absolutely it's appropriate to use first person. I would actually encourage that. I think your paper would sound more natural and would probably flow better in your own head too. So feel free, if you want to talk about it in the first person, that's perfectly fine. Okay. Don't forget about course evaluations. We're still doing those this semester, especially important this semester because of the shift we've had to make. And we'd love to know from you guys, what was it like to learn in the online environment? Also the rest of the semester counts too. We just need your feedback so we can make improvements. Hopefully we don't have to continue learning online, but we don't know what the future holds. So should we, even for a short stint, have to go online again, what does that look like from your perspective, and how can we make improvements, and what went well, and all of that. So you will find the course evals linked here in Campus Labs. I have the link here for you, and anytime between April 27, which is Monday, and May 8, which is the end of exam week. Yes, we'd love to have your feedback. Okay. Take note that the implementation plan is due on Wednesday, May 6th. There's an assignment set up in Canvas for you to submit that plan. And otherwise, that's kind of it. I hope that all makes sense. If not, reach out to me, let me know. You know how to get a hold of me. You can book me here, and we can Zoom, or you can email me at any time. And I look forward to seeing you all on Friday so we can bring some closure and celebrate the learning that we've had this semester. God bless.